Well, that's only because we could not cross live to you if we were any closer to the action. The protesters in the community here very angry. The MEC for Community Safety, Sizakele Nkosi Malabane, was here just about an hour and a half ago trying to address the community. They said they're not interested in speaking to her. They want the human settlements, they want the housing MECs here to address their concerns. Initially, the demand is land, and they want it without compensation. They were explicit about that, but then it just broadens to lack of jobs in the community. There's drugs, there's alcoholism. They're saying that there are foreign nationals that have RDP houses here that are renting them out. So what starts out as a protest over land is really just expanded, and just about 30 minutes ago we got reports that the Spar and the ShopRite are being looted.
Michael, you talk about the protests being over land, over housing, over jobs in the area, drugs as well as a challenge in that area. None of these issues, though, are new. They're not being raised in Eldorado Park for the first time. What can officials tell you about what they've been doing in the interim since the last protest?
Well, I asked the MEC what these issues are, and she said she's in constant communication with her counterparts in human settlements and in the police, because obviously this would be a crime issue. This is a policing issue. And I asked the community where the ward councillor was for here, and they said he's hiding out at the police station. Just to take us back to an issue, there was a WhatsApp message that went viral saying that the South African National Defence Force was being deployed to Eldorado Park, that had been declared a war zone. The MEC saying that's absolute rubbish. And issues of live ammunition being fired. The MEC says she came here to see it for herself. This in my hand looks to be a 9mm casing, very different to what you would see from the shotguns firing rubber bullets. So if there were not live shots that were fired, we wouldn't be seeing casings like this lying in the road.
Michael, you talk about the ward councillor apparently in hiding at the police station. Who then is going to be dispatched to help quell these protests?
Well, there seem to be some community leaders from Freedom Park, from Slovo Park, and then from Eldorado Park. Those three have gotten together, and they say they're standing together, that this is just the beginning. They've likened it to the Arab Spring uprisings, saying that they are going to take inspiration from that this is just the beginning for them. And they're saying that, you know, this is a DA-run municipality in a DA-run city, and they're saying that they're very despondent that the Democratic Alliance's leaders are not here. They're saying they want Paul Mashatile here from Human Settlements, and they want Herman Mashaba, the mayor, the executive mayor of Johannesburg. They're saying, where's Herman Mashaba? They're asking for him to come here to address their leaders, and the leaders, they sort of just have stuck their hands up and said, well, we're going to be speaking to the media. And it's, as I say, it's issues from land to criminality to service delivery issues. Everybody angry about something in their community here, but they're all standing together here, and they're adamant that this is not the end for the chaos that we're seeing here in Eldorado Park.
Michael, you know, you talked about looting and obviously the violence in the area being a police issue, and rightfully so. My question to you is, since the last protest over land, over jobs, over the drug problem in Eldorado Park, what has government done to put any kind of interventions in place there?
Well, the community members I spoke to, one of the community leaders, say the political parties, the political heavyweights come into Eldorado Park when it's around issues of gangsterism, around issues of drugs, and then they come and they pledge hundreds of millions of rands, and that is exactly the question. They're saying, well, what has happened to the money? What has happened to all these big programs and these grand programs that government, local government and national government has promised to implement here? And everybody's throwing their hands up in the air. And then you have the MEC saying, well, but I'm in constant contact with my counterparts. The people here are having none of that.